Okay, on these, you want to look in front of the equal sign and see if you can put anything together first. For example, I know how many y's I have in front of that equal sign because 2 take away 5 is negative 3. So negative 3 y's, and then everything else just gets written down like it is. Okay, now your goal is to get y by itself, so you want to get rid of everything that's being done to it. So the first thing you have to do is get rid of anything that's not attached to it. So adding 8, you want to always do opposites. So the opposite of adding 8 is subtracting 8. Subtraction and negative are the same thing. Okay, bring down the negative 3y. Opposites cancel. Bring down the equal. Now we have a negative 28, but then we have another negative 8. So we have a total of 36 negatives when you add that up to see how many negatives you have. Okay, so this is negative 3 times y. The opposite of times is divide. So I divide by everything that's stuck to my letter, including the sign, because you want the top and the bottom of the fraction to be the exact same so that they can cancel out. So y equals, okay, over here, a negative on the top cancels with the negative on the bottom, and 36 divided by 3 is 12. So you're finished. Okay, so in front of the equal sign, I just have a 26. After the equal sign, I know how many x's I have. I have negative 9 x's, and then I have 2 more negatives. So that's a total of 11 negatives. That's a total of 11 negatives for my x's. And then copy down the minus 18. So the first thing we have to do is we want the x by itself. So you take care of anything that's on the same side of the equal sign that's not stuck to that. So we've got to get rid of subtracting 18. The opposite of subtracting 18 is adding 18. So I'm going to add 18 to both sides. 26 plus 18 is 44. Equals, bring down the negative 11x, and the opposites cancel. Now this is negative 11 times x, so the opposite of times is divide. So you divide by everything that's stuck to the letter, including the sign. Now, in front of the equal sign, we've got a negative on the bottom, but there's no negative on the top to cancel it up. And it takes 2 negatives for division to cancel, so it's going to stay negative. 44 divided by 11 is 4, equals, top cancels with bottom if it's the exact same thing. So then we just have x by itself, so negative 4. So on the next one, in front of the equal sign, we just have a 16 equals, okay, let's put our v's together. I've got negative 7, and then I have positive 3. So that's a negative 4v, and then bring down the negative 8. So the first thing we have to do is add 8, because it's the opposite of subtracting 8. So 24 equals negative 4v. Opposites cancel. This is negative 4 times v, so the opposite of times is divide. So divide each side by whatever's stuck to your letter. So there's a negative on the bottom, but there's no negative on the top to cancel it out. So it stays negative. 24 divided by 4 is 6, equals, over here, top cancels with bottom, so I've got v, so negative 6 is the answer.